Good morning, Year 3. We're going to start the day the maths way today, counting in fives from 0 to 100. Can you count along with me? Are you ready? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Now I'm going to sing along to the 4 times table song.
Learn your 4 times tables today. Sing with Todd and CP all the way. Hush now, Mia, don't say a word. I'm gonna teach you a song I heard. Now we're not gonna get lost in speech. This little song I know's gonna teach. 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8. 3 4s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 5 4s are 20. 6 4s are 24. 7 4s are 28. 8 4s are 32. 9 4s are 36. 10 4s are 40. 11 4s are 44. 12 4s are 48. My friend, don't hesitate. 4 8 12 16 20. 24 28 32. 36 40 and 44. Counting out at 48. Hush now, Mia, sing with me. We're gonna learn effortlessly. Sit up straight now, let's begin. Have a little faith and you will win. 1 4 is 2 4s are. 3 4s are. 4 4s are. 5 4s are. 6 4s are. 7 4s are. 8 4s are. 9 4s are. 10 4s are. 11 4s are. 12 4s are. My friend, don't hesitate. 4 8 12 16 20. 24 28 32. 36 40 and 44. Counting out at 48.
Can you pause the video now and complete the 4 times table calculations below? Remember to count on 4 when you are struggling. 0 times 4 is 0, 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 4 is 20, 6 times 4 is 24, 7 times 4 is 28, 8 times 4 is 32, 9 times 4 is 36, 10 times 4 is 40, 11 times 4 is 44, and 12 times 4 is 48. Our LO today is to count in 50s. Our success criteria is I can spot a pattern between the 5 times table and counting in 50s. I can compare numbers using a Venn diagram. We're going to start with our 3 in 3. I'm going to read the questions to you and then you're going to pause the video and start your 3-minute timer. Number 1, 99 add 44. Number 2, blank times 8 equals 40. Number 3, write down the fraction of the shape which is blue. Pause the video now and try and answer the 3 questions. 99 add 44 is 143. I would have definitely used column method for working that one out. Number 2, 5 times 8 equals 40. And number 3, the fraction of that shape that is shaded in the colour blue is 3/4. Pause the video now and try completing the table below that's counting in 5s and counting in 50s. Can you spot a pattern? Pause the video and then afterwards I'll go over the answers with you, and if you didn't get them before, you might be able to spot a pattern afterwards. Don't panic, just give it your best shot. So when we're counting our fives, it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And when we're counting our 50s, it goes 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 60. Were you able to spot a pattern? Can you help me complete these sequences? Pause the video now and see if you can give it a go, and then we'll go over the answers together. The first one, it goes 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. For the second one, we had all the multiples of 100, but not the other numbers. So it goes 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850. The next one was a bit trickier because if you notice it went from 250 to 200, so it's going down, it's descending, the numbers are getting smaller. Now you can continue to take away 50s to count down, or you could have looked at the end of the sequence where it ends in a 0 and then worked your way backwards, so gone 50, 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Work out the sequences as best as it suits you. For our next sequence, it starts at 1,000 and it is going down. We can tell because we look at the 850 and the 800, it's gone down in 50s. So we can go count back from 850 to 900, 950, or we could have counted 1,000, 950, 900. It's up to you how you want to do it. And then go to the 800 at the end. 50 less is 750. And finally, for the last one, we can see that our sequence starts with 500 and it ends with 750. So we know it's going up in 50s. So go 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, and then it ends with 750. Can you identify the mistake in each of the sequences below? Can you explain why they are a mistake? 105 was a mistake because they were supposed to put 150, but they got the 5 and the 0 the wrong way round. But after that, they wrote 990 rather than 1,000. For the third one, it says 415. Instead of 15, they were supposed to write 450. And the last one, they were going down, so 750, 700, 600, 650, 600, and then they accidentally forgot they were going down and went back up to 650 again, even though it should have been 550. Always, sometimes, never. Can you sort the statements into always, sometimes, or never? When counted in 50s, starting from 0, the numbers are all even. There are only 2 digits in a multiple of 50. Only the hundreds and 10 column changes when counted in 50s. When counted in 50s, starting from 0, the numbers are always even. This is always. They're always going to be even because the ones is always going to be a 0, which is an even number. There are only 2 digits in a multiple of 50. This is never true because it can go up into the thousands and the hundreds and way above there. So it could be 2-digit numbers, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. The numbers are never ending. The next one, only the hundreds and tens column changes when counted in 50s. This is sometimes true because when it goes into the thousands will change, and as you go up, those numbers will change too. So as much as the hundreds and tens will change, so will other columns that are even higher than that. It's just the ones that will not change. It is now time for your main task. Mild, you need to complete the sheet by starting the sequences in 50s and then sorting out the numbers given into the Venn diagram. Hot, you need to be able to solve the calculations and those answers are the numbers you were putting onto the Venn diagram. They are a mixture of adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing. They're all to do with counting in 50s. And spicy, you need to complete hot first and then do your extension, which is to complete the sheet. It's to do with counting in 50s, but in terms of money. So it's converting what you know into money. You can print the sheet or just write your answers on a piece of paper. You may want to use something round like a water bottle to draw your Venn diagram. Your plenary today is odd one out. Which one is the odd one out? Can you explain how you know?